We believe that data can be this incredible instruction set for businesses if it's done properly. The struggle is that we're all moving so fast and creating so much data that Salesforce becomes this very expensive database with kind of crummy data. And so we've been on this mission to help improve the lives of go to market folks and revenue operations teams by creating a suite of data management solutions that help to clean up data, connect data to make it more actionable, and then orchestrate or automate the movement of that data to get it into the hands of the right reps at the right time so that we can really help companies understand their customers better and focus more of their time on what they do best to create relationships and sell their products.
I think we've all been there looking at a CRM of some kind and thinking like, what are we going to do with all of this? And I'm assuming you were potentially in that place as well. And I'd love to kind of hear what you were doing before and what kind of led to the founding of Traction Complete.
Yeah, good question. So we have a bit of a different background than a lot of
Oh,
founders.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so we're not the story of kind of two founders in a garage with an idea. We were bred out of a Salesforce consulting company called Traction on Demand. So Traction did a lot of custom implementations, integrations, custom code, et cetera, for companies that were buying new licenses or different clouds of Salesforce. And it ran the gamut of, doing data cleanup to doing a massive transformation of business that hooked into ERP systems and donation systems and whatnot, and using MuleSoft and all sorts of different clouds from Salesforce marketing, commerce, etc. So yeah, then over that time, we had a lot of repeat requests for similar functionality. And so the idea was, hey, we can probably start to productize these and take them to market repeatedly instead of building it custom every single time. That's what we started to do. We started to create products that helped with data management and then some others as well as we grew the business.
I think it's a great approach. I think I've worked at a media agency before, but for media agencies, consultancies that are solving the same thing over and over and over again, it's like, why don't we build a tech product that we can use internally for the set of clients we already have? And we initially have a client list that we will most likely be able to use this on and get feedback on it and use it internally. And then you can grow from there. And it's just building out multiple revenue streams for consultancy or agency. So I love that approach to starting a business. And are you still with Traction on Demand or is it a separate company at this point?
Yes, you know what? We had some success. We grew Traction on Demand to about 1,400 people, and we actually sold the consulting side of the business to Salesforce 2 years ago. So
Ah,
they bought the consulting team and brought them into Salesforce Professional Services, and we spun out not just one but three product companies at that time, and have been off growing them since.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, a little different.
yeah. I'm curious to hear about like what the financing journey has been coming from. You already within a company that could fund some of this, but what does that look like for Traction Complete?
Yeah, interesting journey, right? So when we started the process of creating products, we were having to kind of grow organically because the primary business was consulting, and it wasn't fair to be taking profit away from consulting and pump it into products where all of the consultants wanted to be able to reap that in order to continue to grow. So once we sold off the consulting side of the business, we went and did a Series A round of funding to do a couple things. Because I think on the one hand, we had this fantastic exit, and so probably didn't need the money, but also recognized to have an established board with external financing meant that you have a lot more scrutiny and you're not just kind of running with whatever idea you have at the time. But it also helped establish an external valuation on the strike price of the options. So it created a ESOP pool for the rest of the employees.
Probably negotiate better terms when that's your position going into some things. It's very interesting. Well, I want to see what the product looks like. Can we jump into the demo and check it out?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What's the use case you want to share with us, David?
So I'll go through a few use cases. Again, I mentioned about the importance of data quality. So I'm going to go through cleaning up data, connecting it, and orchestrating it. I'll start with cleaning up data. And the analogy that I like to use that helps kind of frame it for everyone is brushing your teeth and going to the dentist. Hopefully, everyone's brushing their teeth every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And yet, we still have to go to the dentist a couple times a year because things start to build up, right? To do a full clean.